In this episode of Weekly Poker Hand, I have two massive punts from Rampage Poker.
Come and get it.
I don't think I've seen a master blaster who blasts as hard as he does. Let's get right to it.
All these players at the table, as you can tell, they're stupid. If you win a pot, remember to turn your hand over. The dealer gives you a brain in the form of a yellow circular plastic button that says "That Stupid Game" on it. You're no longer stupid at that point. You're smart. Once there are 8 smart players at the table and you're the only one still stupid, you owe each of those players $200.
Sheepishly ask for change. Here comes Chris.
We're playing a game with a relatively interesting structure. I think there's a $50 ante in the pot before the flop with no blinds. So we see Rampage limping under the gun. This is something you will probably want to do in these games where you have a pretty wide limping range from first position. So he does limp the King 10 of clubs, playing only $300,000 deep in this game. Why not? That's what punters do. They want to get in there. They want to push you around and show you who's boss. Okay, over round to Mike. Mike calls 10-9 suited. Fine. Big John calls King 2 offsuit. We are playing a stand-up game, by the way, where you really want to win the pot, because then you don't have to pay everybody a bunch of money. Big John calls the King 2 offsuit. That's probably not great. Ace 5 offsuit calls as well. I don't know about that. 10-8 offsuit in the hijack. That calls. All right, sure. Over on to Luda Chris with $23,000. An Ace 10 offsuit in the cutoff. He bumps up to same $100. I think that's fine, good, standard, whatever. Get in there, apply the aggression. And now it's back to ram punts. Let's see what he does.
It's only for 200, so I want to lose it.
I didn't see the little greens that dropped down.
I want to lose it.
The troops. The troops.
I've paid.
I'm only doing this against Luda.
I think I played like 80 stand-up games.
I was informed of the mission.
With King 10 of clubs, it's a rough spot because even though Rampage did come here to play the big game with $300,000, his opponents only showed up with about 20-something thousand. So I think I'd probably call the King 10 of clubs, but it's not a great spot. The problem with King 10 of clubs against any sort of reasonable range is it's kind of likely to be dominated because you lose to Ace King and King Queen and King Jack and Aces, Kings, Queens, Jacks, 10s, all that stuff you're dominated by. And every once in a while you're against the Ace X of clubs and you make a flush and then you really get butchered. So I'm not going to say Rampage should necessarily fold to the $600 raise. He wouldn't get invited back to these games if he did that. So calling's probably fine. But no, Rampage doesn't like to call. He bumps it up to $2,400.
Yeah, I played 80 stand-up games and never lost.
Mike X thinking about getting a little freaky with the 10-9 suited too early in the night, he says. Big John, gone. J Boogie, gone. Vertucci, gone. Luda? I'm not sure he's gone yet with that Ace 10 off.
Really? No. I think 5. 5 over 10.
3.
Might put in a 4-bet.
Not 7. It's joking.
7. No, see, my friend Mark.
I would not.
My
Might
friend
call.
Marcus lost 5 in a row on the biggest game he ever played. And it was like 10,000 in. He lost like 120. Or no, more.
Oh, is that what you played on
Yeah.
Poker Go?
In the Battle of the
5?
It's like
5,000?
Yeah.
Don't ask her, man. Make your own decisions. Luda pops to 5K. What does Rampage want to do with King 10 suited out of position against
It's gonna be a good day.
this gentleman?
If I ever make a pair, watch out.
Back around to Luda Chris. He makes it $5,000 with the Ace 10 offsuit. I don't mind it. I think this is a spot where calling is not particularly great, even if you think Ram Punts is getting after it, because it's so easy for you to be very dominated in this situation. And if you do put in the 4-bet, if you don't think your opponent's going to 5-bet it all in just for fun, then you're going to end up winning the pot a lot of the time. Or perhaps you get called and then Rampage just checks fold the flops when he has nothing. So, 5,000, sure, get in there, gamble, enjoy yourself.
Kind of watch.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not
He
true.
wants to stuff it in there.
That's the best thing in the house.
Beautiful.
Your seat's not very good.
This will set Luda on tilt
Yeah, I think so too.
because Rampage has to show his hand at the conclusion. Assuming Luda folds.
I wonder what he has.
I love Jason. I just want you all to know that I love you very much. I really look forward to this day each week.
I think he's folding.
It's a true statement.
And then he's going to see the King 10. as Tawny gives Rampage a brain.
Think about how boring my life would be without Tuesdays.
All in with King 10.
Even with Tuesdays,
Pretty
I would
awesome.
go for life.
Fair. That's fair. My life's pretty good.
I'm fucking. You got it made in
My
shape,
life
bro.
is very
Luda's
good.
You got it made in shape.
hasn't folded that ace-10 off yet, has he?
Okay, this might be respect. Okay.
Nice out.
Uh-oh.
Anyone can get it?
Anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it.
Rampage! That's
Come and
why
get
they
it.
call him Rampage.
Come and get it.
That's right.
Oh.
He said, yeah, Chris had the 9.
Luda, you might want to sit out Rampage week next year, buddy.
You probably saw this one coming a mile away, didn't you? I sure did. The stand-up game is notorious for triggering lots and lots and lots of wild, crazy, aggressive action. What I want to know is, do you think that that impacted Rampage's play? None? A little bit? Or a lot in this situation? Let me know in the comments section down below, and then check out this next one from the Master Blaster, Rampage Poker.
I was gonna jam the flop. Do you call? I was gonna jam.
You jam my phone.
I was gonna jam 20. I don't know. That's what I have.
Yeah, he for sure.
6.
You want more ones?
Then the turn would be 8. River 3. Just to give you 2 straights in case.
Because he's the luckiest.
Who's the luckiest? Fuck you.
600. Okay.
Someone has to call an ambulance. Okay.
Luda,
Let's see a flop.
settle down.
Quads. Give me some
I literally wanted to take that turn and put it back in the deck.
Boogie, you need some aloe vera.
It's literally, it's the kill.
A few hours later, they've been in there battling. Francisco is getting crushed. Tough game for him so far. He limps with pocket 6s. Under the gun, Big John comes in with the King 10 offsuit. Luda Chris plays with the Ace 9 offsuit. JT as well. Over to Rampage with Queen 7 of hearts. Seems like a nice hand just to limp and see a flop. But no. Rampage has other ideas.
Come and get
He
it.
makes it 600. Everybody wants to see the flop. Why not? Let's see what it brings.
It'll be good.
Only poker. 8 or 3, I might give him.
Why didn't you raise me? I'll snap.
I'm not gonna bluff you. Yeah, I told you, I'm never gonna bluff you ever again. Like my whole life.
Really? I think you're bluffing right now.
The flop comes Jack, 2, 1 heart, 2 clubs. Francisco goes for a tiny bet. He leads $300. I don't like this at all because if you bet and get called, all of your opponents have good equity. And if you get raised, well, that's not great because you have a very marginal bluff catcher that's pretty unlikely to improve. But whatever, he goes for 300. Luda Chris sticks around with the Ace 9, no draw, which, to be fair, I don't fault him for because he's getting great odds. Let's see how Rampage finds a way to torch his money with this Queen 7 of hearts.
Francisco bets 300 with 6s. Luda calls with Ace 9 offsuit. I'm surprised anyone folds anything at this price.
13.
Rampage is going to start bluffing. It's a pretty good spot because the guy who bet has a player behind.
It's 1,000, yeah.
Luda's gone.
Check.
Rampage decides to raise small. He says, you know what, everyone? I'm going to give you amazing pot odds to stick around because my hand is so good that you are drawing thin or dead. He makes it 1,300. Pocket 6 is 6 around. Ace 9, no backdoors, finally gets out of the way. Let's head to the turn.
I think you can bet small here if you're the pro. Oh, Francisco is the one who checked dark. Got it. Rampage really telling a story here, isn't he? He's telling the quad story. Against the guy who's
Turn
down.
brings another jack. If you're an old school poker player, you know the Captain Zebo theorem. Never try to bluff someone off of a full house. It's what they teach you in Poker 101, back when you don't even know how to spell poker. Francisco checks. Rampage knows he has to just give up, right? No, of course not. He bets 3,000. Pocket sixes calls, obviously. Don't fold full houses. Against Rampage Poker, for sure. Let's go to the river.
It was down 60,000. Shut it down.
The river is a 3 of diamonds. Total brick city. Francisco checks. Before this hand, Francisco was down about 60,000 bucks. He's maybe a little bit annoyed. Would you take that into consideration in Rampage's shoes? And if so, what do you think you should do in this spot if you're a Rampage with your queen high? Accounting for the fact that, well, no one folds a full house. Should you check and give up? Should you bet $11,000? Should you bet $23,000? Or should you put Francisco all in for $33,000? Take a second, think about it. We'll see how big of a punter you are. Write in the comment section down below what you would do. And while you're there, click the like and subscribe button if you're having fun. At this point, I think the only way you're going to get anyone off of a full house is to bet all of it. Or maybe 23,000. I think a small bet in this scenario would be quite bad because, yeah, Francisco could have a busted flush draw, but I think he's also going to have just like a lot of medium pocket pairs. And essentially in Rampage's shoes here, I think you want to say, I have a jack. And if I have a jack, I want to get all of your money. And to be fair, Rampage has played this hand very much like a jack, right? So, look, I would literally never be in this spot to begin with. I would not have raised pre-flop with the queen 7 of hearts. I would have called pre-flop, seen the flop, check folded, and lost 50 bucks or 25 bucks, whatever it was. So no one in their right mind would be in this scenario. But if you did happen to find yourself in this scenario with the queen high that probably cannot win at the showdown, you need to ask, am I going to try to only make busted flush draws fold? In which case, something like 7,000 may be fine. Or are you going to try to make everything besides a jack fold? And I think the right player is to try to make everything besides a jack fold. And I think that means all in or maybe 23,000 is the right play. I don't think 11,000 or anything smaller than that's going to get it done against a full house. Or maybe even against ace high.
He's going to have to go huge if he wants to barrel off. This ain't gonna get it done, is it? Oh, I thought it was 6. It's 11. A little under pot.
Rampage doesn't get the memo. He bets 11,000. The exact wrong amount to try to get pocket sixes to fold. You think pocket sixes is gonna fold? Let's see.
He's telling the quad story. Come on, pro. Dig deep. Find the good call. He's about to. There it is. Just a tough story to tell.
I really believe it.
Of course, pocket sixes doesn't fold. Francisco was not born yesterday. He knows how to play poker. He can look at the board and his cards and tell, I have a full house. Don't fold full houses against players who like to torch their money. Francisco makes the easy call. Rampage loses. He looks sad. He's questioning his life decisions. And that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, click like and subscribe below. And if you ever get any extra money and you want to have fun, get in there and act like Rampage.